Tommy Docherty's mind. He came here 4 times with Scotland as a player, lost 3 and drew 1. He came here as a player in the cup final with Preston in '54 and lost, and this is his 3rd FA Cup final as a manager. United players walking through: Stuart Pearson, Gordon Hill, young Arthur Albiston, Jimmy Greenough and his brother Brian right behind him. And truly this is the supporters' final, because either one of these famous clubs could have filled Wembley with just their own following. Marvellous day, the sun's still shining, just a breeze swirling round the stadium which might make life a little difficult early on. Liverpool have a team composed of players who've all been at Wembley before. All 12 of them have played here in some capacity. The comparative newcomers, Phil Neal, Joey Jones and Jimmy Case, have not played in an FA Cup final before, but they were here in the Charity Shield. Ray Kennedy's been here for Arsenal, Terry McDermott for Newcastle, and David Johnson, who got the vote at number 10, has played here for England. In the choice of substitute, Bob Paisley pumping for experience, Ian Callaghan in preference to young David Fairclough. Manchester United have 8 of the team that was beaten here last year. The newcomers, Jimmy Greenough, who was signed from Stoke, number 8, but he's played here in 2 League Cup finals, and won each time. The 2 fullbacks are completely new to Wembley: Jimmy Nicholl at number 2 and Arthur Albiston at number 3, who plays because of the unfortunate injury to Stuart Houston. Substitute, as he was last year, David McCreary. The referee, Bob Matthewson from Bolton, and his 2 linesmen, Clive White from Harrow and Mr. Rodell from Luton. Smiles on the Liverpool bench. They've been here so often. A wonderful atmosphere for the Jubilee FA Cup final. Liverpool to start the match in white shirts and black shorts, playing from right to left. And Manchester United wearing their familiar colours of red shirts and white shorts. Steve Highway for Liverpool. First free kick going Liverpool's way. Question of how much Manchester United learned from coming here last year, and a question of whether Liverpool can complete the double, having won the league only a week ago. Is Smith with the free kick. Away by Buchan. Brian Greenough getting it away from Johnson. Hughes. Looking for Keegan, but Buchan beat him again. McDermott. Neal's made a good run. Case, number 8. There's Keegan, back to Case. And Stepney typically gets Manchester United away with a quick, intelligent throw to Koppel. Nicholl. Good early ball for Jimmy Greenough. Is Pearson. Ball just running off Pearson's shin, but it was a good build-up. It's won by Brian Greenough. Now Albiston. Manchester United playing in the same direction, left to right, as they did in the first half last year against Southampton. This is Koppel. And again, it's Macari. a spot of daylight in the Liverpool defence. Macari had the shot. Now Highway, where he likes to be, on the flank. Went past Nicol. Plenty of the ball early on, making good use of it too. Jimmy Greenough. Good challenge by Kennedy. Looking for Keegan. Brilliant control by Keegan and a fine tackle by Buchan. Quickly taken corner to Kennedy. Greenough. Lovely play, but Hill little lucky. Smith. Buchan made a fine start to this match despite the worries over his knee. Pearson finding McElroy. See the bandage on Pearson's wrist as a precaution. Jimmy Greenough. There are three waiting in the middle. That's a corner to Manchester United. They haven't got Houston, of course, to go forward, but Brian Greenough is doing so. Away by Smith. Now Hill. Still plenty in the middle to aim at. Highway has switched from left to right. Buchan there again. Keegan. Highway at the far post. And he's won it back. And that struck Macari. Oh, fine vision by McDermott. Beautiful ball. And Case's shot coming off for a corner. But how well McDermott picked out Case. He was all alone on that side, on his right foot, which he favours. And a corner to Liverpool. Well driven, Johnson's header. Johnson. These two sides, of course, know just about everything about each other. Liverpool have taken 3 points in the two league meetings this season. It was given away by Tommy Smith, though, to McElroy, who then took a knock. And here's Keegan. Dermot again looking to his right for Case, who was brought down. Impetuous challenge by Alveston. And the man who was fouled there, Jimmy Case, packs a powerful shot from free kicks at this distance, although Liverpool do have other alternatives if it's not on. Stepney will want some sort of wall. He left it for Keegan, and Kennedy almost stole in. Case jumping over the ball, and Keegan shot. Kennedy went in for the touch, didn't quite make it. So Hill looks for McIlroy, who's now recovered from that knock he took. Been playing 10 minutes. This is Keegan. It's a good cross, highway underneath it. And Nicol taking it almost away from Stepney. Kennedy goes in, and there's a chance on here. Back again with Keegan, then McDermott. Misunderstanding in the Manchester United defence. With Keegan around, you can't afford that. One or two risks being taken back there by United. Here's Brian Greenough. To his brother. Pearson. To Coppell. Against Joey Jones. But Kennedy is the covering player, and a free kick given in his favour. Notice there that Kennedy is getting back and helping the fullback whenever Coppell gets possession, because Liverpool are well aware that Coppell, on his day, can go by just about anybody. Here's Jones. Keegan. Highway. Johnson is in the middle. Keegan is two now. Fascinating watching these duels between the fullbacks and the wingers on the respective sides. Highway just as dangerous as Coppell for United. Here's Keegan. Liverpool enjoying perhaps a shade more of the play early on. There's Neil. Good ball from Duffin, Jimmy Greenough. Throw's been given to Manchester United. Hill. Greenough. Round Neil. In the way McDermott. Liverpool's covering for each other as good as ever. And here's Johnson. Away there was Hughes. Jones. Foul by Nicol. There's Jones again. Highway. Koppel back to help. Makari there also. Another timely interception, this time by McDermott. Now it's Kennedy. United have pushed out to play the offside game and they've caught Highway. He was making his way back down the line. Two cup finals being played today, one between the players and the other between the supporters. This is Buchan. Again, as Koppel takes on Jones, there's cover behind. Awkward bounce for Buchan, that, and Keegan almost taking advantage. He appealed for a foul. Strong enough for pass to Hill. Good play from Case. McDermott. Now Makari for United. McElroy's pushed forward. He got a second chance with that and he found Hill. Pearson's going to the near post. That was awkward for Clements. You never quite know what Gordon Hill's going to do. Pearson went towards the near post for a short one and Hill curled it. Clements giving away the corner. Here's Hill again. Well, he's the top scorer this season for Manchester United, Gordon Hill, with 22 goals, which is not bad for a winger, especially one who's sometimes accused of daydreaming. Occasionally by his own captain, Martin Buchan. Case has made a good start to this match. He picked out Keegan there. Here's McDermott. Kennedy has gone forward well, and Stepney's punch not too sure. Second one was a little better. Here's Jones. Highway. Still three waiting in the middle. One of them is Kennedy again, but it's too long. Stepney almost caught in two minds there. Greenoff. This is Pearson, but he fouled Hughes. Well, both sides have made it clear early on that they've come to attack. And Keegan is fouled by Brian Greenoff. Regular service out to Highway. Gets it back from Johnson. Nichols' tackle. Pearson looking hard at the referee, thought he was held by Hughes. And the whole of the United side comes streaming out and they've caught them offside again. So it's Augustin for Manchester United. McElroy. Determined play from Jimmy Case. Oh, what a fine ball to Keegan! And a superb tackle by Augustin, the 19-year-old. Liverpool threatening again. Here's Highway. McDermott. Measured build-up. Again McDermott appeals for handball, not given. It's going to come to Kennedy. Was that handball? No. Well, United's football is relaxed, even though they've been under pressure perhaps slightly more of the time. "20 minutes gone in the FA Cup final and no score." That wind is causing a few problems when the ball's in the air, swirling around the stadium. Here's McDermott. Case. Ball from McDermott to Johnson. Keegan is underneath it. It's come to Highway. Important challenge from Brian Greenough. Smith went early for that and missed it, and McElroy is away. Jimmy Greenough is square, so is Pearson. Here's Pearson. Smith really gave that away, and McElroy looked up, picked out Pearson, who couldn't quite get the shot in that he wanted. Pearson well found, and how well he found Hill. Some fine play to admire from both sides already. Here's Keegan. To Jones. Kennedy has drifted down the left wing. Highway's come short. There's Kennedy. McDermott to Case. Liverpool midfield working well. At times they may outnumber United there, 3-2. This is Case again. McDermott made a good run. Scorer of the goal of the season, Terry McDermott. Case to McElroy. Here's Pearson. One or two things not quite coming off for Pearson in the first half. Now halfway through the first half, and offside against Gordon Hill. Many people thought that Manchester United's best chance was to score in the first 20 minutes. They haven't managed that. But it's certainly been an open game so far. Johnson for Liverpool. Tidy start Albiston's made. Phil Neal up with the attack. This is Kennedy. McDermott can switch play so easily, offside at the far post. Johnson. Pearson's header on. Oh, who's made a mistake? Jimmy Greenough. Might have made more of that, perhaps. An unusual error by the Liverpool captain. This time Hughes was his certain self. Now Kennedy. Jones. Jones rather high on Lumakari. I think referee Mathewson will want a word about that. Referee was waiting there for Jones to get back. Koppel. Hill moved out well to take that. Didn't do so well there. Phil Neal coming away. This is Johnson. Neal has pushed well forward in the middle. So is Keegan. Highway far post. And as United prepare to take the goal kick, a word now from Jimmy Hill.
Well, there's so much excitement, John, there's hardly time for comment, but what seems apparent at the moment, apart from the fascinating struggle going on, is that Liverpool are winning more of the challenges and getting the balance of play as a result of it. Bob Mathewson, the referee, is the sort of fellow who's going to allow the game to go on, and that suits Liverpool.
Keegan chasing. This is Koppel. Koppel again. There are three waiting in the centre for a cross. It's a goal kick. Looked to be a good decision by the referee. No complaints from Manchester United. So Tommy Smith. Highway. Foul by Nicol, surely. Highway has had so much injury trouble recently. First it was his back, then he had a nasty cut over the eye. Here's McDermott. Keegan. Highway with Johnson on the far post calling. So far the wingers on both sides well contained. Smith. Case. Very cool player is Phil Neal. Look at the length of that kick from Clements. Good header out by Brian Greenough. And that's a foul. Manchester United, by the way, have won the FA Cup 3 times. Last time in 1963. Have also been beaten in 3 finals. Liverpool have won the trophy twice and have lost in the final on 3 occasions. like to play from the back like that. Here's Koppel. And again, Kennedy was in his way. Doing a useful job there on the left side, Ray Kennedy. Not many players this season have got the better of Emlyn Hughes. Pearson getting up. This is Hill. Always prepared to try the unusual. So half an hour gone, still no score. A free kick was given there to Liverpool. On by Keegan. Certainly couldn't call this a defensive game, but both sets of defenders are coping well. Here's Keegan to Highway. Square for McDermott. And the ball struck Keegan on the back. So it's a goal kick. Pearson. Sun still casting its shadows on the pitch. Here's Kennedy. Corner given away by Nicol. Liverpool like to play the short one when they can. No great height in the middle without Toshak, although of course Kennedy and Johnson can both get up. Here's Jones. Keegan. Right underneath the crossbar, Stepney held that, but he was fouled by Kennedy. Buchan. Offside, McIlroy. Nice to see players trying that sort of thing though in an FA Cup final, looking for the penetrating pass. McIlroy running onto it. We've seen some ambitious approach play from both sides in the first half. Johnson was up a bit early. Jones. On by Kennedy. Here's Johnson. And a goal kick. Liverpool, by the way, began their season here back in August in the Charity Shield. Scored their first goal of the season that day at Wembley. And have now scored exactly 99 in all competitive matches. So if they score today, it'll be the century for them. United, in fact, have scored 101 goals in all competitions in 2 games fewer. Here's Koppel. Jimmy Greenough. Going for the return. Given away though to Highway. And the break could be on for Liverpool here. Keegan being chased by Macari. Fire is too far Smith laying off Pearson there, gave him time to knock it back. Johnson. Neil. He loves to come forward, the fullback. This is Keegan, and he'll carry on running, will Neil. 4 white shirts ahead of Keegan. Here's McDermott. Again picking out his spot on the far post. Johnson to Highway. Case. That was Sweet. Popple against Jones. United with plenty of players forward here. This is Jimmy Greenough. Spoiled it rather. And so it's Johnson on the break for Liverpool. Keegan is on the far side. Johnson's shot! David Johnson, who's got quite a record here at Wembley, in his 2 appearances for England a couple of years ago, he scored a total of 3 goals. He's also scored, Phil Shankly watching there. Johnson's also scored in his debut in nearly every type of football. Smith accusing Pearson of diving. Pearson just again gingerly feeling the right wrist. Been playing with that bandage for a few weeks now. Whenever he gets a knock, he's in pain. So Gordon Hill to take the free kick for United. Pearson got up well, and here's Koppel. McIlroy. Moment of rare uncertainty there in the Liverpool defence. Not giving Jimmy Greenough very much time on the ball. But United do have the throw. Referee says it's a throw anyway. I think the player's looking to the linesman for a possible free kick. But I thought Bob Matthewson signalled a throw there. Anyway, it was a foul on Greenough. This is Nicol. Nice touch by Johnson to the back of Keegan. Johnson's making ground in the middle. Return ball was too ambitious. And in fact, if Johnson could have seen him, Highway was away on the right, calling for a ball in the other direction. In the end, there was an offside decision anyway. Offside against Greenough. So 5 minutes left in the first half. And we're still waiting for the first goal. Many experts felt that the longer the match went on without a goal, the odds would favour Liverpool. We shall see. Buchan's header. Here's Pearson. Hughes was using his arms there. Well, so far, Manchester United seem to have made light of the loss of Houston, but he was a player who could have caused problems from set pieces like this. Keegan. Looking for Kennedy, who ran well for it. He's got a highway outside him. Number 9. There are two coming in from the far side. Good piece of defensive play again by Buchan. Look at the way Highway got back to make the challenge. He also got the free kick because he was fouled by Macari. Steve Highway probably taken more physical punishment while John Tuchak's been out the side. He's found himself in less familiar positions up front. But he's in space again here. Johnson's header back. Not a good clearance from Hill. So here's McDermott. Well played for Case. Kennedy! Stepney saved it. Jimmy Case, a lovely cross with the left foot. Kennedy came in on the header and Stepney's right foot turned that round for a corner. Surely the nearest we've been to a goal in the first half of the cup final. And a warning to United as Kennedy came in there behind Jimmy Nicholl. There's Kennedy again. Here's Tommy Smith, didn't get a hold of it. A chance perhaps for Jones. A good spell this for Liverpool. Jerry Jones with the shot. He scored 3 times this season for the first team. Tommy Smith has yet to score. Didn't quite make contact with the initial chance. Bill Shankly, who was manager, of course, 3 years ago when Liverpool beat Newcastle. A couple of minutes left in the first half, and Liverpool shading it on points. This is McDermott again, good running. Keegan closing in. Buchan. Hard to see signs of tiredness in Liverpool, even now. They're attempting so much, but they still look to be playing the collective football which has seen them win the championship, and Tommy Smith on the ball there shows sort of confidence and virtuosity that spreads through the team sometimes. This is Kennedy. There's always a white shirt available. Keegan turning Brian Green off, who recovered well. And he's offside. Pearson's offside. He's contesting it, but I think he was off. Mind you, it can be a dangerous game to play if the defenders time it badly. It's Joey Jones. Playing time added on for stoppages at the end of the first half. I haven't seen the trainer, so there won't be much. Here's Macari. The flag stayed down there. There's Koppel. Brian Greenoff. Ulverston. There's Hill. Jimmy Greenoff. Pearson looked for a free kick which didn't come, and here's Keegan onto Case's pass. Only away as far as Highway. Liverpool with 5 players in the centre. And a corner's been given. Perhaps the last chance of the first half, this. Whistles coming from the Manchester United supporters. And the whistle goes just as Kennedy's head makes contact with the ball. So at half-time in the FA Cup final, there's no score. Pearson just talking to referee Matthewson. He thought he might have had a free kick at the other end a moment or two ago. But I think it's fair to say that Liverpool have had more of the match, even though they haven't managed to make it tell in front of goal. So in the second half, Manchester United playing from right to left. Here's Bucket. Ulverston. Keegan to Highway. Always been true in cup finals that one moment's inspiration can turn a match. Bobby Stokes produced it last year for Southampton. David Johnson gets a free kick, given against Martin Buchan. Kick almost central. Sammy McElroy just organising the United wall. And again the combination for Liverpool on the ball of Case and Keegan. Only 4 in the wall. Sometimes it's 5 when the free kick is as central as that. But that was Case. Albiston in well again. He's reason to be pleased with his performance, the newcomer. It's very hard looking around this pitch to find a player who's not played well in his own way. To Jimmy Nicholl. Casually turned away by Smith. There's a United player offside in the area anyway. Clements, who gives Liverpool such territorial advantage with these long kicks with his left foot. Here's Albiston. That's a fine run. Jimmy Greenough in the middle, so too is Pearson. What a pity that Albiston couldn't have just kept his composure at the end of that run, because it was a marvellous interception and a fine piece of spirited attacking by a young man of 19 playing in his first match at this level. This wind is still causing problems. It's swirling around, and when the ball is in the air, it's very difficult to judge it. That run from Albiston has got the Manchester United supporters making most of the noise. Away by Hughes. Bakari to Pearson. One or two of the flick-ons not quite coming off. The wind now seems to be favouring Manchester United quite considerably. You can see the kick slowed up there from Clements. Case to Highway. It's got Johnson and Keegan in the centre, being joined by Neal. Away by Albiston. Twice, in fact. Dermot. Case. Dermot. It's going to come to Neal. Offside. So much togetherness about Liverpool's football. They always seem to play in 3s and 4s, so rarely give the ball away. There's Jimmy Greenoff's header on for Pearson. A chance on here. And Pearson is the scorer. Made possible at first by a mistake from Keegan, who gave the ball away. Then Jimmy Greenoff with an astute flick. And look how well Pearson kept cool here. Right inside the near post. Manchester United take the lead thanks to their tandem up front, and Pearson found a gap inside the near post of the England goalkeeper, reminiscent perhaps of the goal that Highway scored against Arsenal in '71. He found a gap in an unusual place, and Manchester United have scored early in the second half. So the league champions, the side chasing the double and the treble, fall a goal behind. Here's Neal. On by Keegan, away by Buchan, is it? United will need to give Pearson some attention. In fact, he's had it from Tommy Kavanagh on the far side, and he's back on the field. McDermott for Liverpool. And there's a saying in football that Liverpool are at their most dangerous when they're behind. That remains to be seen. Jones. Case. Good turn. Oh, yes! A brilliant goal by Jimmy Case. Just 2 minutes after Liverpool had gone behind. Case, playing in his first FA Cup final, turned magnificently. A right foot drive, right in the corner. And this cup final now has exploded into the sort of match that we all hoped it would be. Stepney got a hand to that but couldn't stop it. So with 53 minutes gone, it's 1-1. Case, who scored twice in the semi-final, once in each match against Everton, producing the goods again. Neil for Liverpool. So typical of them that they got back on terms so fast. Smith. Now it's the Liverpool fans away to our right who are celebrating. It's Becken. David Johnson, touch on for Keegan, who couldn't reach it. Well, it's marvellously unpredictable now. Brian Greenough. It's Johnson, he wasn't offside. Tremendous for the crowd, especially the neutrals, that the match should have opened up in quite that way with 2 goals in 2 minutes. On by Macari. Smith slips slightly. Jimmy Greenough. And is it gone in by Macari, is it? Lou Macari got in. And United are back in front. Tommy Smith got himself into a bit of a tangle with Jimmy Greenough. He seemed to have got the ball away, but he hadn't, and Macari, possibly off Greenough in the end. Macari had the shot, it probably deflected off his own player. Anyway, it's in the net, and Manchester United are 2-1 up. Certainly think that the shot may have come off Jimmy Greenough last. So for the second time now, Liverpool have got to come from behind. Jones. McIlroy, nice skill. Three goals in 5 minutes. And here's Gordon Hill, and if United score again, Liverpool could be dead. Jimmy Greenough is coming in, and Joey Jones was there. Well, Jimmy Greenough, number 8, laid on the first goal for Pearson. He may well be claiming the credit for the second one. Certainly Macari's shot. These are testing moments for Liverpool, having come back once they're now looking unsteady again. Away by Kennedy. This is Keegan. We've got 2 in the middle, 3 now. Keegan will make it 4. Highway. Little nudge by Jimmy Nicholl. Here's Kennedy. Hughes. But Manchester United are playing now with the confidence which is born out of taking the lead twice. Brian Greenough. Popple. So many big hopes were nursed about this FA Cup final, and they're being realised in this second half. On by Pearson. That's a free kick to Liverpool, and a word now from Jimmy Hill about that last goal.
Well, an unusual goal, but there's no doubt in my mind that the ball struck Jimmy Greenough and it gave it that different trajectory. It was Macari's shot, but it was the deflection off Greenough that made it such a difficult shot for Clements to get to.
Just look at those Manchester United supporters. So disappointed here 12 months ago when they lost to Southampton, but now they can see the FA Cup beckoning. One has to say again that you can never bet against Liverpool, especially when the match gets deep into the second half. Wouldn't be surprised at the same time to see Ian Callaghan come on. Here's Kennedy though. That's where it is most dangerous, when the ball's on his left foot, Ray Kennedy. Set up beautifully there by Keegan. And that shot just rising over the bar. There's Ian Callaghan warming up. There's Popple. McIlroy trying to get in front of Jimmy Case. Keegan. Johnson. Case. Scored the Liverpool equaliser. Good ball from him. This is the moment when Liverpool psychologically might be feeling the tightness. They've achieved so much this season. They've got a European Cup final just a few days away, and they're 2-1 down here to a Manchester United side who found a true lease of life in the second half, having been on the defensive for much of the first. A lot depending on the experience now of Liverpool's senior players, like the captain Emlyn Hughes. Gordon Hill. Haven't seen too much of him on the left wing. Here's Case. Keegan. McDermott. Case going in. he's looking their most potent attacker without any doubt at all, Jimmy Case. Joey Jones joining the attack there at a timely moment too. Liverpool, as they've got to do, pushing the midfield men, especially Kennedy and Case, further forward to support Johnson and Keegan. Here's Alderston. McElroy. Buchan. Cards very much in United's hands at the moment. McElroy again, good run. Marvellous run. Hill will take over now. Hughes in the way. Some 18 matches since Liverpool were beaten in any competition, if you don't include the Bristol City defeat, when in fact the full team didn't play on Monday night. Here's McElroy, and it came off Hughes for a corner. And Liverpool are going to make the substitution. Ian Callaghan is waiting to come on, 35 years of age, his 4th cup final, and the man going off is David Johnson.
Liverpool substitute, number 12 in Callaghan for number 10 Johnson.
26 minutes left in the FA Cup final. So Callaghan on for Liverpool, who are 2-1 down. Brian Greenough got in there. Becoming a family affair at the moment. In fact, the free kick was already given back in the Liverpool penalty area. The Greenoffs, by the way, the first brothers to play on the same side in an FA Cup final for 10 years. The last pair were Alan and Ron Harris for Chelsea in '67. And they're playing an important part of the Greenoffs today. So Jimmy Greenoff to Coppell. Jimmy Greenoff, superb from offside. Offside against Pearson. Wouldn't have counted. Clive White, the linesman on the far side, was close, but I think he was level. Case will be given almost an entirely front role now that Johnson has gone off and Callaghan has come on into the midfield. Callaghan has come onto the right side of midfield at the moment, where Case was playing. Coppell for United, who are slowing it down at times now, wisely. Here's Nicol. Keegan was fouled as he brought the ball down with his chest. This is the first time in their last 5 meetings that Manchester United have managed to score 2 goals against this Liverpool defence. That's a corner. The last time I recall the side coming back twice in an FA Cup final was Chelsea here in 1970 against Leeds. They went 1 goal down and then went 2-1 down and finally forced a draw and a replay and went on to win the cup. Can Liverpool come back again? It's a free kick against Keegan. Liverpool's players were of the opinion yesterday, one or two of the senior players, that if they lost the FA Cup final, they would go into the European Cup final with their heads hanging a little. Victory here would have made the treble seem so much more possible. Their opponents on Wednesday, Borussia Mönchengladbach. The score stays as it does here, 2-1. There'll be no complaints from the Germans. Pearson against Joey Jones. Kennedy, and again, now Callaghan hasn't really got into the match yet. Away by Nicol. Case on the near post, Keegan number 7. Away by Brian Greenoff as Stepney came behind him. Look at the power in that header, it's carried almost to the halfway line. There's an offside there surely against Phil Neal. Just about 20 minutes left and no time for caution now from Liverpool. The defenders will have to push up when they can. Those supporters very, very happy with life. Augustin, offside is he? Yes. Quite a number of offside decisions as the two respective defences have pushed out quickly. There's Callaghan, who's experienced now as the veteran campaigner. So many great Liverpool matches is going to be important in the last 20 minutes. Number 12. Keegan got up there, and there was nobody in the just behind him to take advantage. Callaghan again, beginning to have an influence. Hughes. Highway. Kennedy is far post. And that's a foul by Macari, is it? Yes, obstruction. Every Manchester United player is back defending, because how many times has Liverpool come strong in the last quarter of a match? Neal leaving it for Callaghan. It's going to come to McDermott. Offside. Play being sandwiched now by both defences into the middle of the field as they push up. Ian Callaghan, who played here in '65 when Liverpool won the cup for the first time, beating Leeds United, and in fact supplied the cross for the winning goal that day by Ian St John. Pearson, McElroy. This is Gordon Hill. Spasmodic, I'm afraid, this afternoon. But no complaints from him about the way the game's going. There's McDermott. Callaghan against Macari. Manchester United, of course, are already in the European Cup Winners' Cup next season, irrespective of whether they win here or not, because Liverpool have qualified for the European Cup again by winning the championship. Here's Case against Alderston, who just tackled fairly from behind there. But Liverpool, with that familiar purpose and power, keeping possession. McDermott, Callaghan, Keegan on the far post calling. Foul on the goalkeeper. Jimmy Hill.
Interesting to see in Callaghan there, being pushed up on the right-hand side of the field where he started his career. He's already put 3 or 4 crosses over and is one of the hopes for Liverpool to get the equaliser. But they're having a job to force the game, because the wind that John mentioned is really blowing for United this half and may have had an effect on the balance of play changing.
Header by Hughes. Since United scored their second, Liverpool have had far more of the possession. McElroy in on Callaghan. The referee's given the free kick in United's favour there. Foul by Callaghan. McDermott. Callaghan looks for Keegan. Highway is just inside. Still Keegan. No way through. Martin Buchan organising the defence. Defending not always coming naturally to this United side, but they've got to do a little bit now as Liverpool come forward to try and save the final. Here's Neil. Buchan and Keegan both missed it all. Brian Greenhoff's header it was. Made to look very comfortable by Stepney, but Greenhoff no doubt relieved. Stepney's handling, in fact, in this final has been extremely good. Jimmy Greenhoff, offside against Pearson. It's applauded for bringing the ball back. In a sporting match in every sense. Alderston. About 13 minutes to go, and Manchester United leading 2-1, which for them is a popular score in the FA Cup this season. They won the semi-final, the 6th round and the 5th round replay by that scoreline. But here's McDermott for Liverpool. Keegan, good play, Case, made room for the shot. Had a good match, Jimmy Case. McElroy. And now it'll be Hill. Pearson is over at the far post, coming in now. Still Hill. Pearson. Behind him is McElroy, number 4. Struck McDermott. United now into the third goal now would surely clinch the cup. This time it was Jones in the way. And now Case to Kennedy. Highway and Keegan are both on the near side, and Case has gone through again. Buchan was there. What a thoroughly enjoyable and fluctuating final this has been. Brian Greenock had a superbly controlled match for Manchester United at the back. Here's Coppell. Funny that it hasn't been won on the wings if they do win it, but rather through the middle. Alveston has been penalised. Tommy Docherty on the bench, knowing he's only minutes away from what would be his first major title as a manager in the way of Championship or FA Cup. And I think he's about to make a substitution also. Here's Callaghan for Liverpool. Alveston. Hill, was a lovely ball from the fullback. Rather wasted by Hill, I'm afraid. Highway. This lad really has had a marvellous match. And the 11 being held aloft. But before he can get off, that was Case in there, and Keegan almost made it. The first sign of a mistake there by Stepney. Jimmy Case who turned, it wasn't a hard shot, but Stepney almost lost it. And was glad of the second chance as Keegan came in. United still want to make their substitution, but Liverpool denying them the time to do so. They can now, surely. And for the second year running, Gordon Hill is going to be taken off. And for the second year in succession, his replacement will be number 12, David McCreary. Jimmy.
I don't know why some of the Manchester United fans are disapproving of that. Gordon Hill has had very little effect on this match so far, and his inclination to throw the ball away needlessly, you could give Liverpool just the chance they need.
Keegan. Case. Just 8 minutes left in the 1977 FA Cup final. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. And as the minutes tick away, the pressure builds up. Here's Highway. Kennedy's header, Keegan turning. It came from McDermott. Paisley looking anxious there, as well he might. The double and the treble might disappear, although he manages a smile to Tommy Kavanagh. McDermott. I think he might have been fouled there by McElroy. So Callaghan with the free kick. Highway Boy's header. Keegan, highway again. Hughes has now pushed well forward. That was Cason, and Keegan going in, hoping to get the touch. But as Liverpool push players forward, Emlyn Hughes among them, United on the break could always steal a third. Hughes is back now. With just 6 minutes left, David McCreary, the substitute, with the throw. So much of what both clubs have played for all season will be decided in this last 6 minutes or so. Here's Callaghan, and now McDermott. Still Liverpool press dangerously. Here comes Neil. Went straight out to Hughes. Koppel. He's had a fairly quiet match as well for United, but the men in the middle have done the damage. Just 5 minutes to go. Pearson chasing, and are we going to see this magnificent treble that Liverpool have chased all season disappear now here at Wembley today? They've won the championship, but they're 5 minutes away from losing the FA Cup final, and it's Keegan on the ball, but not for long. Manchester United smelling victory after the bitter disappointment of defeat last season. Alex Stepney there, who blamed himself for the goal when Southampton beat them 1-0 last year, now sees himself getting his hands on an FA Cup winners' medal. And it's got to be something pretty dramatic now from Liverpool in the last few minutes, just 4 minutes on the clock, if they're going to save it. Keegan, he's never stopped running. Hughes is in the middle now as a permanent attacker almost. Callaghan, McDermott. Keegan is coming in there, Hughes is up, Pace was there, and the whistle's gone. Foul on the goalkeeper again. Jimmy Case, who got the last touch. Always anxious minutes, the last few in an FA Cup final, as the managers wait for what they hope they'll achieve. The fingers held up by Laurie Brown, the United physio, there on the bench. And the supporters typically impatient. Jimmy Greenoff. He was fouled by Jones. Jimmy Greenoff, who maybe go down in history as being the man whose goal won a cup final without him knowing very much about it. Bakari's shot deflecting off him. Here's Koppel. The atmosphere inside Wembley, every bit as good as it was at the start. And here's Kennedy for Liverpool. So close, and still Liverpool won't let go. Kennedy somehow found a way through, and the shot just caught the crossbar as it went over. with 2 minutes left. United's hearts in their mouths, rather. The flag's already raised. Tommy Smith fouled by Koppel. Neil for Liverpool. They've got 5 players waiting on the edge of the area. It's got to be desperate stuff now. Emlyn Hughes is up there flicking it on, but away comes Macari with Koppel to his right. And the cup is just moving nearer to Old Trafford as the seconds tick away. Final minute of the match, at normal time. Jimmy Greenough. Koppel. 49-year-old Tommy Docherty, who's been to Wembley 7 times before, as we were saying earlier, and has never won. He's now less than a minute away. Indeed, we're in the last 10 seconds now of the 90 minutes. Bob Matthews has already checked his watch. Neil to McDermott. There's still time for Liverpool, perhaps. Referee checks his watch again in injury time. Callaghan. Still not truly away. Here's Kennedy, and everybody coming scurrying out looking for an offside. And now Macari for United. Highway finds Kennedy, and still the Liverpool machine won't relent. But it may have to in just a few seconds. Agonising wait for the United fans, this, and for the players. Kennedy for Liverpool. And there it is! Manchester United have won the FA Cup. The managers congratulating one another. 12 months after losing here, Tommy Docherty is at last a winner. Tremendous moment for these young Manchester United players who walked off Wembley in tears, one or two of them, Brian Greenough among them, last May when they lost to Southampton, but now it's all smiles and celebrations. Emlyn Hughes, the first to go up and congratulate the opposition. Alex Stepney raising his arms, he's got a cup winner's medal at last. And Tommy Docherty, the manager who one or two people rather cruelly said was the most successful failure in football, has today proved them wrong. Docherty, who rebuilt United, made them the highlight of the First Division in many ways last season, and then got beaten at Wembley, comes back and wins a glorious victory. Perhaps the most famous club in football, Manchester United, certainly got one of the most fervent followings, and how fitting that a man called Buchan should be the first to climb the 39 steps that lead from the pitch here at Wembley to the Royal Box. Who played superbly despite being doubtful earlier in the week, accepting the congratulations as he walks up. 474 teams started off in the FA Cup last September, and this is the moment that every one of them in their dreams were thinking about. The moment when the trophy is presented to the winning team, the winning captain, Martin Buchan of Manchester United, to receive the FA Cup from Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Kent. Ted Croker with a smile on his face, organising the presentation. Alex Stepney, 34 years of age, his first FA Cup winners' medal. Jimmy Nicholl, only 20. Look how pleased he is. Sammy McIlroy. Stuart Pearson, not just with the bandage now, but also with a supporter's scarf. Gordon Hill, who was brought off, but he perhaps won't mind so much this year about that. David McCreary, the young substitute. Steve Coppell, a Liverpudlian. Lou Macari, who shot, deflected it off the man behind him, Jimmy Greenough, for the winning goal. Jimmy Greenough at 30, one of the true professionals of the game. Arthur Albiston just starting his career. And Brian Greenough, who must be surely one of the men of the match. For Liverpool, led by dejected Emlyn Hughes, the treble now is over. And Emlyn, who's been up here as a winner more than once in the FA Cup and the Charity Shield, has now got to experience what Buchanan United felt this time a year ago, consoled by the chairman John Smith there. But Emlyn Hughes perhaps can hardly believe it, because Liverpool don't get beaten often on the big occasion, and they've been beaten today and left with the second prize. Manchester United's first FA Cup victory since 1963, when they beat Leicester here. And indeed, Liverpool, as deserved of the applause in many, many ways as United, go around on a loser's lap of honour and sportingly congratulate the Manchester United fans. But there's always sadness when a team loses in an FA Cup final, and Ray Clements, a dejected figure, has walked away alone. But for the winners, of course, the moment has to be savoured, and why not? The man who had to miss out because of injury, on crutches, still able to savour the moment of victory, even though he was so unfortunate to miss the final. But of course, those who played a part on the day are entitled to show their excitement even more. That's what it's all about. He's the happiest man in football tonight.